Anyway, we're here. We're too. And they do that. I felt chat. Like, another kid wanted to walk away. It's like, well, I don't have my calendar. I don't have anything. So I don't have. I hope everybody's having a great day. On the side, it's personal. Chat. Did JUN? Hello. All right, so how's your week? Alrighty there. You haven't seen short. Let's bring in our guests.
Hey. Your microphone's just a little bit muffled from this end.
Yeah, well, we're on a phone because my computer is not connected to the internet.
Oh, okay.
All right. So how are you?
Good. How about you guys?
Not too bad. Saying hi to JUN Travels, John and Nancy.
Hey, John. Hey, Najuma.
Um, and more. So how have you been, Donovan?
I've been doing good. Things are.
I really like your background, but I get that. I like your background, but I think this one pops it.
Oh, that's cool.
I just took that.
That's awesome.
Should have got my phone out there, but oh well. Better than nothing.
There's like a big circular cloud. It's really cool. Hey, Jake. Welcome in. How are you? So, anyway, we're good doctor once again, and that's why we have no internet.
But see, we have our hotspot, so I don't know why it's not working.
Yeah, I don't understand why the hotspot won't work on Fridays. It works Saturday, but not on Friday.
What are you looking for?
It's just a struggle to hear you. So I was trying to think if maybe I put headphones in or something. Well, Sean and Ilana, I didn't quite make it to Florida, but virtually I'm in the hot sun, so I'm good just this way.
I'm going to try to switch this over to the computer now.
Oh, okay. When you're closer to it, I can hear you better.
Give me 1 second. Sorry about the technical difficulty.
Hey, it's part of the game.
Look,
Hold
you
on.
hold the camera up.
Just
If
stare.
it works, then I will make sure I put it up for you. Good on him. Here, see it? Okay, back in the chat. Okay. Downunder Cruisers. Downunder Cruisers says, Donovan, how the hell did you make it to Florida? And he says, good day, UsandMore. Is that better?
I can hear you.
Sounds like a robot. I broke the speakers on my phone. I'm sorry, we're supposed to say bidet, not good day. Yeah, Donovan Cruisers.
Yeah, I believe toilet humor is needed whenever it comes to Sean and Alana. So I say bidet to them instead of good day. I know it's spelled B-I-D-E-T, but it's funnier when you try to act like you just made a mistake.
You sound like a robot. 1 second.
Look,
This one.
Mike.
Yeah. Just turn it off.
Off.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Let's see if we have sound on this. I'll beat this one. I don't know why that was there.
Because it started the screen, I don't know.
Shouldn't be there. All right, put this one in.
We'll hold it up and have him on.
What's up, Eric B?
Fine. There we go. Now we can hear you. All right, just give us a moment while I set up the camera again.
Oh, it's on you. Go ahead.
Craziness.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I think the sun's setting. Yep, just set. Oh. I was prepared to talk about RV stuff, so we'll see if I end up doing that.
Still working on the camera. You can move this back.
Give me 1 second. I got it.
Sean, the bot that I use is R2V2. It's RV. R2V2. Chewbacca will be here currently. Are you saying Alana's going to be wearing facial hair? Is that what you're trying to say? I mean, she's already gone bald for me once, so that's, you know, a couple times actually.
Just set everyone down for you.
That would be so that would be more so.
There. All right. He's frozen, but I hear him.
Maybe you're frozen.
Maybe we're frozen.
You're looking good from this end.
You look frozen. So.
No, he's just staring at us.
All right. Anyway. It's really frozen. You can talk for a second.
I'm here.
We hear you.
We hear you.
We just can't see you.
We
moving.
just can't see you. Well, we see you.
So if
but
I'm
you're
doing
like,
funny things, you don't know. So you'll have to live with it.
right.
Well, the fact
Exactly.
that he's got you on here now, we can see any funny business you got going on.
Okay, very good.
Like with your little hands going like this.
Yeah, with your little hands. All right, we'll just have to do with sound. But anyway,
Well, if you give me the phone, I can keep up. I can look at it.
don't need to look.
Fine.
His sound is real time.
I don't trust him.
You don't trust him?
No.
You don't trust Donovan?
No.
Hey, Blaine, it's a tough life, man. They can't trust me. Hey, Cindy.
I see him.
He's frozen.
Well, if we take you out, he doesn't freeze.
It takes you out too. Hey, Blaine. How's it going? Spikers, what's going on, guys? And the Downunder Cruisers popped in here as well.
It is your issue. UsandMoreYT is working fine by us. Yeah, I know. It's us.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that we're frozen. Who's frozen? Not really frozen.
Cindy, that's the rumor that we're twins, but everybody keeps telling me I'm Sean's twin. I'm the better looking one. I don't even know how they figured that out.
Listen, you're way better looking than Sean anyway.
That's what I've been saying.
I will definitely agree with that one.
I mean, he's like my mini-me at best.
Exactly. I don't know if I'd want to be associated with him. You know, he does drive on the wrong side of the road.
Well, we all try to drive on the correct side of the road, is the way I understand it.
Well, yes, the correct side is the right side. You know?
Oh, I don't know. It depends on where you're at.
So, why don't you tell us a little bit about your RV adventure? Are you full time? Do you do it like just for fun, or what do you do?
So we started out in a van, and my wife and I built up a $3,000 extended cargo van, put a bed in it like Chrome from Van City Van Life, and made a little kitchen out of some fold-up table. And then after that, we did a few trips and absolutely loved it, and thought, okay, maybe we should look at an RV. So my wife spent late nights looking at new ones showing up on the internet, and found the one that only got used once. So we bought an RV that only had one trip out of it. And at that point, we started doing some part-time traveling, and we had lots of fun doing that. And then we decided to bail out of we'd owned a house before, then we went to an apartment so that we could try to retire early, which I did at 50. And then we went ahead and went full-time for about a year and a half. And that was fun. Boondocking in the desert in Arizona was amazing. We got solar put on on top of our RV, so we could go pretty much 9 or 10 days without needing recharging. Oh gosh, yeah, 9 or 10 days with no generator, just regular living. It was great. It was expensive. I think it cost us $14,000 or something like that. We got 600 battery and 630 battery and 1,000 on the roof, and it's been worth it.
Definitely something to be thought of when you're doing it full time. Definitely.
And we did stay. I mean, if we would have shut things off at night, we probably could have recharged every day and never needed the generator. But since we just were lazy and didn't care, we had to run the generator once every 10 days. Just to recharge it full, and then we were good for another 9 days.
So our refrigerator in this camper runs on the 12-volt battery, which is kind of nice. Okay. So that would be really nice on the the solar, but it would use a lot more solar, I guess.
So Airbnb is here. So I want to say hi to him real quick. And James Cantonese.
I said hi, James.
Didn't know that. Blaine says if you want to find a good price on solar, Arizona is a good place to look at and install.
Yeah, we used RV Solar Solutions, and they you basically go to meet them at a campground, and they will build it while you live in it. It was pretty cool.
Wow. Cool.
We did ours up in Pennsylvania, so we took a day trip and went to Niagara Falls, and it was just they were such great people. I mean, I loved them. And they taught me how to do it so that I would understand it as he was building it. So I understood why he used a certain gauge wire and why he made the wire so short, because it would give you more power, and yet all these technical things that were just amazing to learn about. And anyway, so after we went full time for about 1.5 years, the big V hit us, and my wife wanted a home base, and well, we could afford one now, so we looked around and we came to Longview, Texas, to meet the Art of RVing, another YouTube RV channel, and we just adore them. And we stayed here for about a month, and we started looking around, and we found this house, and we bought a house. And so I'd love to tell you it's better than part-time, but I only know the part-time before because we haven't left but one trip since we've been here in 9 months. But we got trips planned coming up. So
I was going to say, how long ago was that?
9 months we went on one trip. But it's because we got so much to do here to get it squared away. So
yeah.
James says, what? You were 3 hours from me, Donovan? Oh, he said, oh, here, showing. You did not see me. Shame on you. No more pie. LOL.
Oh, well. Yeah, I call James the pie man. He makes good baked goods. I mean, awesome stuff. Actually, when we were going there, when we were there, James, I don't even know that. Well, I guess we did talk a little bit. I just, we were so focused on learning the solar and going to see the other thing, we didn't visit anybody on the way back, actually. I was hitting every disc golf course that I could in every state, because I play Frisbee golf. It's called disc golf, and I had a world record at it in it at one time with the most holes played in 24 hours. So I was determined now to go ahead and play in every state. And come March this next year, I'll get Hawaii checked off. So that's going to be fun. Were you able to hear all that?
Yeah.
Yes, because I have you on the phone.
Oh, so you can switch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart. I like it.
See,
We always have the backup, so we hear the whole conversation.
That's awesome.
Don't close it.
I'm not.
Don't pull a Sean.
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
Don't pull a Sean or Donovan.
You worry about what you're doing.
Did you see that?
See what?
So since we've been here, we've got our swimming pool broke. It was beautiful blue when we first got here, and they had that big Texas freeze, and it killed just about everybody's stuff here. And our pump just happened to die about 2 weeks after the freeze. And because of the COVID thing, there were hardly any pumps, or it was hard to get parts. And so we just ordered a new pump and a new filter for our pool. So hopefully in the next week, we should have a pool back. And I need to swim laps. I am way too heavy right now, so I'm excited about that.
So is your pool heated or just heated by the sun?
It will be now.
It will be now.
It wasn't before, so we only got to use it like maybe a month before it got cold. But now we're getting one that heats and cools, so we'll be good for the whole year.
Nice. Downunder says, Jonathan, our reputation precedes us.
Yeah, he's talking about our good looks. I don't know what he's talking about.
I was thinking he was talking about the red button in the year.
Oh, yeah.
Or somebody else's live streams.
Yeah, I was helping the 24-hour world record live stream that's had hosts, and on the 24.5 day or whatever.
I know. I was watching. I just had it on in the background. It was background noise for days and days and days.
Did you see when I hit the button?
Yeah, and then it just all stopped.
Lance was sitting there trying to go, hey, don't go, wait, one more thing. And I got so frustrated with him. I was like, dude, I'm leaving. And I reached up and hit that button twice like I finished one of my live shows. And I went, I don't know how to fix it. And all of a sudden I just got sick and I ran to the bathroom and almost threw up. I was so off. I felt so awful. But I came right back on, let everybody know it was me. It was my fault. And someone else tried to break the world record, but they didn't beat ours. So there you go.
Well, if they did, then you just have to keep going. You'd have to do another one.
And they did. They got up to 25 hours the second time, or 25 days. Although Lance broke one after 36 hours, so he got it coming back to him. I adore him. That's boondocking with Boomer. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know who he is.
So have you been on any cruise ships?
I've been on one cruise. We flew to BC, Canada, and went out of Vancouver and took a Holland America on the Rotting Dam and went up to Alaska. And it was when you could still pull right up next to the glacier in the cruise ship, which was absolutely one of the most amazing things that I've ever witnessed. When you're sitting there and you're within, I don't know, 50 feet from the side of the glacier, and what a lot of people don't know is the glacier is constantly moving from crack to crack, and it's constantly shifting a little bit and moving all the time. And it sounds like shotguns going off all over the place. And it is amazing to see in real life. That's something I'll probably never forget. The other thing that we really loved is, for some reason, no one got a all 10-day spa package. So basically what happened is we ended up having our own hot tub, scented showers, those tile warm heated beds, and we'd lay there in our swimsuit and just watch the icebergs going by. And it was probably the coolest thing. It's definitely been one of our favorite vacations. I couldn't believe it. I think we saw one couple got a day pass one time, and they were only there for about 30 minutes. But we never even, all we did was sleep in our cabin. We spent all our time in the spa, and the rest of the boat, we showered and everything there. It was amazing. I can't believe no one else got that, but got to have an eagle as close to me as I am probably to my camera right now. There was an eagle rescue there, and oh man, Alaska was amazing. Everybody told me it was too bad I went to that one first because none of the rest of them will be the same. I don't need the same. I'm good with. I can't wait to go on the one with you guys and a lot of the people that are here too. So I'm really excited. Oh yeah, sorry. It's a ship, not a boat. I'm so sorry. You guys keep correcting me. You know what? I'm just going to start saying boat out of spite. I think that's what I'll do. Everybody who's a cruiser, I'm going to start saying boats. Just because I want you to correct me 1,000 times. And yes, we did go to the front of the ship and do the Titanic thing. My wife and I did. That was fun. And I will warn you that we are going to do a, what do you call it? A flash mob. So our big group that's going on this cruise in October of 22, we plan to teach everybody a dance move. And we're going to try to get half the boat doing it before the week's out. So get ready. It's the one I made up, and we got some people to do it in Alaska, and it was hilarious. So this will be really fun, I think. I can't wait to film it. I mean, if we can get enough people doing it, it'll be just absolutely hilarious. And it's called the Salmon Dance. That's all I'll tell you. I'm reading here. I want to do an Alaskan cruise. Yeah, I don't blame you. It was amazing. I'm pretty sure that's Heather yelling saying, I can't even yell at you. So this is where I should start making fun of them, right? Should I roast Heather and Dwight while I got an opportunity? Is that what I should be doing right now? Oh, no. Sorry, Cindy. Cindy and Doug, I'm not sending you the dance moves. You have to learn when we get on the ship. And I promise you, if you can't learn it in 5 seconds, there's something wrong with you. You're going to love it. I can't wait to we're going to get Kenneth involved. Ford Man, a.k.a. Kenneth Oaks, we're going to get him to do it. So that should be fun. So I'm so sorry your internet's messing up. Boy, I wish I'd have came prepared with some extra things. See if I missed anybody else's stuff up here. Oh no, James, I promise you will be able to do this dance. It doesn't require, some people will need their legs, but you don't need your legs to do it. That's the best part. You're going to enjoy it. This is going to be fun. And I guarantee you the first time you see me do it, you're all going to crack up and laugh and go, no way. But when you see everybody doing it, it's hilarious and it's so much fun. Yes, you can. You can rock it. You can rock it, James. So
we're back.
Hey, you're back. That's good.
For now.
For now, until we get knocked off again.
Knock on all the wood we can.
Most memorable travel experience.
I was waiting for that roast, though. That was going to be pretty cool.
Well, I wasn't prepared, but I can do that someday if you really need it. Just ask Kyle and Ryan from K&R Destinations. If you haven't seen the video of that on my channel, you might want to go see the roast. I tried to keep it PG-13, so I encrypted the bad stuff so that you have to, an adult will get it, but little kids probably won't get them. I think our favorite moment so far, we really enjoyed going up in a hot air balloon in Albuquerque. That was a pretty cool experience, but I think our favorite thing, and this is good for anybody who travels, if you go to a national park and you know how packed they can be and everything, the real secret is you go just before sun up. Get there before it's even light. And then you've got at least an hour or two of having the park to yourself. And I think the coolest one was when we were at Yellowstone. We went the night we arrived and we saw Old Faithful, and I was like, yeah, that's okay. But I wasn't really excited about it. So we got up about, I think it was 4:30 in the morning, and we drove over and we went through some of those little long drives where there's a whole bunch of stuff going all over the place. And I pulled up to this one spot, and all of a sudden one was going up and it was looking as tall as Old Faithful, just out of the blue, right next to the road. That moment, people have seen it 100 times, but the fact that it happened like it was just for you, you kind of have that feeling like, I can't believe I was here to see this. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. And we did put it in our geyser video just because it was so cool. But I got to tell you, just seeing things with no one else around and taking some of those long wooden walks where the ponds got the beautiful colors and the heated pool and all the geyser stuff, smells like sulfur everywhere. Just, you got to get used to that. But it's just amazing when there's no other people around. You don't hear kids yelling and people running on the deck, and you just have your own little moment. And I was there, and I got to talk to a scientist who was there studying certain 3 different hot spring portions of the park. And he was telling me about the one he was watching with me at the time, and just great moments. I really enjoyed that. Maybe. Oh, Sean's trying to be ornery, saying you guys aren't using an Apple.
Oh,
Yeah.
God, having that damn Apple. Oh, with my phone, we can actually see him move.
Hey, my phone at least got us connected.
It did.
So.
All right. So we did hear everything you said, which was nice.
That does sound like really awesome, but I will never get on a hot air balloon.
I'll tell you the interesting
You
thing.
won't go on the
Getting in is easy because they got a ladder for you to get in. And
No,
you go up.
but it's the going up.
So they do some fun things. At least we went to Rainbow Riders and they decided to tickle the tops of the trees. So we thought we were going to crash, but all it does is barely touch the top of the basket. And then he brought us all the way down to the river, and we dipped in the pool a little bit and came back up. And it was great. People were screaming, and I was laughing the whole time. I thought it was hilarious. And then he took us way up, finally. And seeing other balloons out there way in the distance, it was so quiet, except for that thing going, that sound. And that was really hot, by the way. So if you ever do this, wear a hat. You'll want a hat. But when it wasn't running, so quiet, so peaceful, and you're just floating. It was a great experience. It was expensive, and I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Oh, and by the way, when you land and the thing tips over, we all crawl out. That's a funny thing too.
No, see, I won't go up. I'll go in the ocean. I'll scuba dive, but I won't go up.
Oh, I got you. Don't like heights, huh?
Scuba diving's fun.
So I'm guessing
I don't
maybe
even
driving through Montana
I don't even get up on a ladder.
on the road to the sun would be a little rough for you because it's so high up.
If I'm on the ground and I'm not like on the edge, then I'm okay. If I'm on the edge, then I'm not okay.
Yeah, I'm not able to
heights
hear
don't
you.
bother me.
Darn.
Heights don't bother me.
Can you hear us?
Jeffrey, thanks for coming.
Can you
I
hear
don't
me?
think I missed anybody else.
Can you hear me now?
No.
That was very high pitched.
And I'd love it if you can go on this cruise with us in October of 22, James. That'd be really exciting.
Can you hear us now?
Caitlin's vlog, hello. Oh, Heather says, I like the ground. Well, I'll tell you what. We wanted to do a few adventurous things, and neither one of us have ever been up. Well, I did hang glide when I was younger, much, much younger once. And that was an amazing experience. So I couldn't wait to do the hot air balloon and go way up in the sky. And that was totally, totally worth it. But not for everybody. You're absolutely right. Hello, Patty. Let's see. Yeah, don't worry, Sean. I won't tell everybody the little our secrets of our stuff. I got you, James. That's all right. There's a lot of people need to get that year, get within a year to figure out if it's something they can do. It's exciting though if you get to go.
Can you hear us now? Yeah. No.
Well, I gotta tell you, guys look good even if I can't hear you. Makes me want to sing "Beautiful People" by Marilyn Manson, but nobody wants to really hear me sing. I gotta tell you, guys look good even if I can't. Well, I don't know what else to tell you guys. We have a 25-foot forest river,
Hey,
and we
Hey,
have the
Donovan,
kind
why
that
don't you tell
has
us
a
about
corner
your-
bed. But the nice thing is, even when the slide's in, everything's accessible, and we can live in it without the slide out. But it does give us a lot of room when it is out. The 2 seats, both seats in the front flip around, and
Hey, Patty.
we do enjoy
How
it.
are
We have a
you?
small video on that tour of that, and I don't spend time showing you storage and everything. I just show you the highlights, and I think I almost fall off the roof in that video too. I think it's called RV Tour, Marvel RV Tour, something like that. It was about a year ago.
They can hear
A
us.
superhero comes and saves me, by the way.
He doesn't hear us.
Super
You see
curious.
everybody saying, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you guys. I hear you some more. Doing well.
James can hear you.
So
Wonder
Patty
why I
Rachel.
can't. Let's see if I have a problem.
But Donovan
You
can.
just figured out.
So
My
we can talk
sound's
about
good.
him now.
Now we can talk about him.
And he's not gonna know.
Yeah.
Speaker's good. Huh. So you can hear them and I couldn't. Let's test it. I'm going to play something.
90% of our live is just gonna be us trying to reconnect.
I know. This is the worst internet connection to date.
Can you hear us now?
Huh.
Donovan?
I'm gonna
Why
say
can't
no.
I hear you?
Hey, Caitlin.
Oh, he will know. I can assure you of that.
Oh,
Yeah, I know he will know.
you're gonna
Because
go
you're gonna tell on us.
Let's
You're gonna
test
go-
this.
paddle.
James, thank you. So what we need to do is just like somehow block them, talk about him to bring them back.
Hang on, I'll go to YouTube and play a song and see if I can hear it. For some reason, I'm not getting any sound.
While he's doing that, let's mute him for a minute while he tries to figure out his sound and play the
Video.
video. All right, there you have it. The Group Cruise 2022. And I'm just wondering if you can hear us yet.
I can. I just hopefully you don't get any feedback. I had to use my laptop speakers. For some reason, my main speaker just kind of went out. But I can hear you.
Okay, good. All right.
It's not good that your other speakers went out though.
So let me ask you this. Well, I know what your channel's about, but there may be somebody that watches the replay or in the chat now that doesn't know what RV On The Wayside is about. So why don't you give a quick description of your channel? Do you do live shows, anything like that? Just let them know what you do.
He does our live show apparently.
Yeah, you do our live show. You've done about half of it at least.
You guys are so funny. So my channel basically in the beginning was just a way for us to share with our family our trips that we were going to take. And then all of a sudden I met a A Space for 3 and Blue Wave Odyssey and just a bunch of great channels, and started to fall in love with the community. And then we decided our videos were a little boring. We didn't do much talking. We weren't in them in the beginning for reasons beyond what I need to talk about. And then we decided to start making funnier videos. So on our trips, we started having, whenever we had a situation, we just went with it, no matter how bad it went. And sometimes we did some stage stuff. One time my wife dressed me up as a female mosquito and interviewed me so that we could tell people about how the best way you can to avoid mosquitoes. And that was special.
So why did it have to be a female mosquito?
Because they're the only ones that bite.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know.
So that's a fun video. Not only is it funny, but you will learn from it. So it tells you, don't wear dark clothes, wear bright colors.
But I knew that.
Okay, well, so you know some of them, and the blood type has something to do with it. And it's all kind of temperature and the way you breathe out, all of that. It's interesting. So we started doing research on stuff. I did some stuff on shaving, and then had Steve Turtle come on my show, and we did a collaboration where I had him do a clip, but I didn't get to know what it was. And then I did a clip where I impersonated him with me sitting on the couch as me with him as me. And then he pops in and says, "That's not Steve Turtle, I am." And it was a good time. So we started doing funnier stuff and things like that. And then pretty soon I started doing live shows, and we just stopped doing them, but we were building, helping the community grow. We picked up where Bob Blue Wave Odyssey quit. He had to go, his work was suffering, and he had to stop doing live shows. And so I thought, well, I'll try to carry the torch for a while. And I did that for quite a while, actually. And then it got to be so much work. I was setting up a live show 5-6 days to get ready for, an hour and a half show. It was just too much. And now we do, I am about to start making videos again, regular videos, but we've been doing a thing called VidLift. And what that is a place where people can send a video, one of their videos, send us a link and tell us what minute to look at and critique. And then we play that 1 minute video, and we put their link out so people know how to get a hold of them if they want to subscribe to them and all that. And then there's 4 of us. There's David from Texas Family Camping, Scott from McGuire's on Tires, Steve Turtle from Steve Turtle, and myself. And the 4 of us get up there, we take a couple minutes each, we watch the video, we talk about what we liked and what we thought they could do different. And it's not about what you did wrong. It's more about what other options could you use, or what other methods could you have done to make your video move faster so that people don't want to leave it, or if you've got one monologue, how can you change it up so it still feels fresh all the time? And so we did that, and we've been doing that now for 2.5 months, and that's been a success. I mean, people have been sending us emails.
I'll have to send you some of ours.
Yeah, just send one you like or one you don't like. It doesn't matter. Okay. And it's been fun to do. I got to tell you, I'm having more fun doing that show than about anything else on YouTube now. I'm learning so much. I can't wait to take all the stuff I've learned, because we're learning and we're helping from the ones we watch.
That's so cool.
Did
Downunder said they're stepping out to set up for their live stream, so I just want to say thank you for coming in.
So did you happen to check out this last Friday, the Carnival Mardi Gras and the Royal Caribbean Odyssey of the Seas come into Port Canaveral?
No.
2 brand new ships that just got done. Both of them came into Port Canaveral last Friday.
Did you hear the one ship? What was it? Was it Royal?
Royal Caribbean with the 2 people?
Yeah, that's it. Royal Caribbean with 2 people. Fully vaccinated crews, and 2 people had tested positive for COVID.
With no symptoms.
Yeah.
And they had no symptoms.
Yeah.
That's not, is that a crew member?
No. two passengers.
Where?
They've isolated them.
Where?
Where were they going out of?
They shared a cabin.
Yeah, but where? Do you remember where it was out of?
Oh man, I probably closed that already. What I do know about it is that so the CDC said that of 130 million people that had been vaccinated, they only had like 10,000 vaccinated people get the COVID with no symptoms, which means you have a 0.008% of that happening to you, which is pretty slim. So I feel pretty confident that I'm not worried about that. That's too small a number.
I'd like to say hello to Call Me V.
Hey, V.
Hey, V.
So
V is actually going to be on our cruise.
Yeah, I see that.
Her and Steve.
Call her Stevie if her husband's around. Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
So Adventure of the Seas out of the Bahamas is actually one that I'm watching. That a lot of the YouTube cruising community is jumping on that ship. Curious to see how it goes and what kind of procedures
James
there are.
says there's a ship in Florida. Someone got the virus. I don't remember any ships coming out of Florida yet.
There's no ships out of Florida yet, but that would have to be a crew member.
That would have to be because there's no actual ships going out of Florida yet. Soon,
Next month.
but not yet.
Texas is first.
Yes. Galveston.
It was the Celebrity Millennium ship from Royal Caribbean.
Yeah, that's it. Celebrity.
Okay, so it's Celebrity. So it wasn't a Royal Caribbean ship. It was just the Royal Caribbean International.
It was the first cruise ship to sail out of North America. I still don't see where they say where it sailed out of.
Couldn't have been the U.S.
I thought it was like the Bahamas.
I don't know why it doesn't tell us. That's weird. Well, I tried to find the answer for you.
I appreciate it because if I do anything with my internet, it will disappear. Knock on wood, I'm surprised it stayed on this long.
Oh, you guys are doing good, actually. This has been great right now. We're really rocking.
Yeah.
Y'all need to stop.
I know. We're going to end up jinxing it.
Wait, there's no such thing as jinx.
Then what do we call it when the internet goes out after you just said, "Oh, we're doing great"?
St. Martin.
Coincidence. Oh yeah, St. Martin, the Caribbean port out of Phillipsburg. It did Aruba, Barbados, and I just didn't scroll down far enough. Caraca.
It was the first cruise ship to allow American passengers who were fully vaccinated.
It's going to be interesting because some of these cruise lines aren't requiring fully vaccinated on board, so we'll see what happens.
Don't you think that's a pretty slim amount of chance of that happening, though?
Of what?
Out of 130 million, only 10,262 people have had that happen. So it's 0.008 of 1% that would happen.
Right. I agree.
I feel safe about it. It's not something that scares me. That number is amazing.
Yeah, you're right.
So much so that we're getting ready to go to Mexico.
It was like, Rafi had the vaccine.
Well,
he got it. Alma had the vaccine. She got it. Ronnie had the vaccine. He had symptoms. So
yeah, they don't. He was negative, but he did have symptoms. So
yeah. And Dewey's Ski.
Yeah.
He had vaccines. He got it. And well, didn't Neil get it?
Neil got it too.
So
it's
and
interesting.
See, I don't know anybody who got the vaccination that got it. Isn't that weird?
That's yeah. And though you know what, those are the ones that tested because they had to do, and then those were also symptomatic ones. So it's kind of like
And Alma, when she had it in and was quarantined, she wasn't. She only had like the taste issues, the smell issues. Other than that,
she had like
said
allergy issues.
like allergy issues. But other than that, she didn't
So-
have anything
What-
major. So
I'm
I think
curious-
what it is you can still catch it, but it's going to be minimal symptoms.
Right. No permanent damage type stuff.
Yeah.
I'm curious, did they do the antibody thing? Because that can sometimes test positive even after you've had the vaccine, if it's the antibody test. That can be confusing for a lot of people.
Well, I mean, the problem is they got one test, and it could have been a false positive.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because it is weird because Alma got it and Rafi got it at the same hotel, right? They were staying.
Well, because they were all in one big group.
And Neil.
Yeah,
was there.
they were all in one group.
Right.
So I mean, they could have easily passed it on to each other.
Correct.
As well.
Correct.
But like he's saying, the antibodies probably made it to where the symptoms were so bad because that's what's in the vaccine.
I think the only one that had pretty high symptoms was Neil, because they canceled their live stream, which pissed me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just so torn on this stupid vaccine.
I'm a fan of saying a lot of people died not getting it. I don't know how many people have died getting one, but it's a lot. The number is ridiculously minuscule compared to not getting it. So I felt like I had no choice.
Sorry, we have to catch you.
I have to replay your sound. Billy didn't at first because he didn't know how many people. Like he's saying that, he knows a lot of people died not getting it, but then he doesn't even know how many people actually died getting it. But I feel like
I think
there's a better choice.
I mean, I think technically only a handful of people have died from it.
D says UsandMoreYT has YouTube on. Yeah, I had to play it back because I had to hear what he said, and because this lags from the live part, I'm able to catch what he's saying. Hence, my response was a little bit slow, and I was trying to relay what he had said, because internet's not very great. We're using phone internet.
But you're making it work. That's what matters.
I'm trying.
We're trying to make it work, and you're being a sport about it. Appreciate it.
I really, really do appreciate it.
You guys are great people.
And I love how we were. I love how we were having issues with, and then he would just continue on talking as if we were there.
What's funny is because when he's on other lives, like they drop off, and that's just what he does.
He just continues on.
Mm-hmm. Or like if we're on it, like you, me, sometimes Lance is on it, sometimes Rob's on it, sometimes Kenny's on it, and then someone removes himself. Not gonna say any names. Sean, then what happens? We just
So before you come back, I'll just point out that Sean's a good sport about everything, and since he's not here now and he's getting ready for a live stream, I'll just tell this joke anyway in case you haven't heard me say it before. And that's that.
See, mine's internet. His is because his computer shuts down. Mine's an internet issue.
His is because it's an Apple.
Yes, mine is actual internet, not the computer itself.
Well, in case you guys didn't know, Sean used to cough real loud to hide his farts. But since COVID now, he farts really loud to hide his cough.
Oh, God.
exactly, Donovan. Oh, I don't know. She said that too. That was about 2 minutes ago. But he said exactly, Donovan. If you know
There's
what
no
that was,
jinx.
what are you
See,
doing?
Vito, there's no jinxing. There's no such thing as that.
You're
Just
touching
coincidence.
things.
I'm allowed to touch things.
No, don't touch anything.
Why can't I touch anything?
Touch a break.
No, I touch it and it knocks off the internet.
That breaks it. Donovan, what does your shirt say? Sarcasm. It's how I hug.
That's very good. I like that.
That way I don't actually have to touch someone. I just make a smart aleck comment and I'm good to go.
Yeah, that works.
I could totally do that.
And I am a hugger.
You know,
for
it's
real.
like
Me too.
it's like everybody's doing the 6 feet away thing, social distancing. I've always done the 6 feet thing, and I want to continue it after all this is done too.
I'll have an excuse. Sorry, I got the C. Stay back. You don't want it. Don't come to my house. We all have the C.
So I think what we need to do is we need to come up with a fake new one that we made up ourselves and see how far that gets.
Right? What are we going to call it? Let's call it.
the Sean disease.
I'm saying that's awful, but it's funny because the news will put it up eventually.
Let's see. If we did.
SO?
No,
I
like
that sound.
the DDH. Donovan Dwight Heather.
COVID Simplex 10.
That sounds official. I like that.
Oh man, I just put an Eddie Murphy joke into the middle of all that. That's a mess.
We can seriously. We'll do the DDH. For Donovan Dwight Heather.
CS10. COVID Simplex 10.
But see, I think if we use COVID, like people won't take it seriously. But if we come up with something completely different, though, I do like that. I do like the acronym.
Although you could technically, you could change the number at the end to COVID 21.
Do you know how bad people would freak?
Oh, Call Me V put the same. Yeah, same thing.
CDV 21.
COVID 21.
I mixed herpes simplex 10 and
Or we'll
COVID.
use
I thought it was funny.
the CS, what'd you call it? CS10, we'll do CS21.
CS 21.
COVID Simplicity 21.
I was making a joke of herpes simplex 10.
There you go.
I had CV19 and it gave me the herpes 21. the HS21.
HS21. And it is very, very.
There's this game. Oh, I wish I remember what it was called. There's this game where you actually can create a virus and like a plague, and you're supposed to be able to infect all these countries. And the whole goal of this game is to annihilate humanity.
And I think, isn't it called Plague?
I might be. I think it might be. But that's what it is. You create your own disease, you name it and everything, and then you have to annihilate humanity. And you have to fight against like the biologists and the scientists and all these other things that are trying to like, there he goes. My hair's high. Yeah, it's like you have to fight them against finding like a cure, and like you can figure out like if it's like a bloodborne, airborne, or like by insects or birds, or how does it get transmitted and all that other stuff. Like you build it up, and it becomes
That's
this
it.
really intense
It was called
game.
Plague. It says the player creates and evolves a pathogen in effect to annihilate human population with a deadly pandemic. I don't know why I knew the name of it, but that was it. Wow.
That was it. That's it.
I never played it, and I didn't take it to China. So
You've got to play it at least once. Strand 7 is highly contagious, not LOL. Risk of Ebola. HSV 10-7. That sounds really official.
I think B's right on the right track there.
Mm-hmm.
Fubar 12. Wonder if anybody can catch on.
This is pretty bad. I mean, between us and Donovan and B, we are all creating a new plague, a new virus. YouTube, sorry, as it shuts it all off. Donovan, who produced the movie in 2022? That's what B's saying about this virus. We will. Sean's gonna play you. You can play Sean.
Well, Plague the movie was already made in 2014, by the way, in case you wanted to know.
Good momentum.
And Clive Barker did one in 2006 called The Plague.
The playback is really delayed. And then here my phone, so I'm trying to keep it. Yeah, she's talking about who's going to do our movie. If we create one, who's going to do our movie in 2022?
Well, the bad thing is you will be the most popular channel in the world because this is where it was born.
That's right.
Right?
That's it.
Right? And I was saying you can play Sean and Sean can play you. Or we'll just make him your stunt dummy.
There you go.
Well, I'd rather play myself because Sean was only here for half the show, and that wouldn't be any good.
Hold on.
V said I get to save the day. I guess I nailed my accent during the audition.
This is hilarious.
Oh, she's hysterical.
Yeah, he can be your stunt dummy, and then.
That's a perfect name for it. Not a stunt guy. He's the stunt dummy.
He does do everything wrong. Probably do stunts wrong.
Oh. I can't wait till the next time I talk to him. I was like, did you know you were a stunt dummy?
You know, like they have the crash dummies? Well, he's going to be for your stunt, so he's the stunt dummy.
Don't tell the fall guy that, though. He may be upset.
Well, Donovan, I appreciate you joining us and
kind of taking over half our show.
Taking over half of our show, and
you're awesome.
Hey, that's what we do. We support each other, no matter what. That's what it's all about.
Agree.
And you know, I'm second guessing the live shows out here because we come here quite often. But I like coming here and I like doing the live shows, but it's like this has been the worst internet. We're blinking now. Worst internet night that we've experienced since we've been here.
I will tell you this: when I was on the road and I had to do a show, I would go to a McDonald's and just park outside and run it right out of my car.
Yeah,
we can do that.
We can set it up right in the back of the truck.
We really could.
It'd be dark though, but you have the lights in the parking lot.
Yeah, I've done it right from the windshield. Yeah.
All right. Well, then that's what we'll have to do.
All right.
Well, B, yeah, I know you're late, but it's okay. I really, really appreciate you coming in, and thank you, Donovan, so much for helping us tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're welcome.
Being part of it and
hanging
I
out
had
with us.
fun. I had
We
fun.
appreciate it. We'll definitely have you on again on a better internet.
on a better internet.
Well, don't have me answer the same questions because they'll be all different because I make them up as I go.
That's fine.
Well, then I might ask you the same ones just for the heck of it.
We'll definitely have to ask the same ones now.
I'll say I killed the evil Donovan. This is the new Donovan. He's got totally different answers. Hey, thank you guys.
No. He died of, what was it? What were we calling it? CVD10S157. That one?
I was the genetic clone of his before he caught it.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to you later. Thank you.
All right, thanks so much.
Bye, Donovan. All right. So again, sorry about all the internet issues, but you know it is what it is when you're doing that.
Oh, thank you, B. I'm going to screenshot that. Hold on. HBS 10-17.
All right. You want to say bye to everybody?
Yes. All right, guys. This is UsandMoreYT. We're
Living life to the fullest. Bye, guys.